On his blog, in total, he would get just hundreds of thousands of impressions. And that's absolutely terrible and pathetic.
Keep it 100, I be feeling like Campbell soup over white rice, baked chicken with the skin on, yeah, Lowry's with black pepper, I'm fully seasoned with laughter.
Donald Trump, he pulled his website, or maybe I should call it a blog, and it was called From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. It's a website that's similar to Twitter, except only Trump could tweet. Absolutely pathetic. So after an absolutely abysmal performance, Trump took down his website after just 29 days. He couldn't even last a month. So his website was extremely disappointing. His website was disappointed very bigly. Am I right, folks? Am I right? That Trump impression was pretty terrible, but hey, you gotta have a little fun, make fun of Donald Trump. So his blog was extremely pathetic and never really got off the ground. That leads me to a much bigger point. Donald Trump was extremely popular, especially after running for president. His Twitter, which was his preferred method of communication, a single tweet would get hundreds of thousands of comments, likes, and retweets, sometimes over 1 million. On his blog, in total, he would get just hundreds of thousands of impressions. And that's absolutely terrible and pathetic. For reference, I'm a nobody. I used to write for a website. I used to write articles a few years ago. My most popular article got hundreds of thousands of impressions, which for me is pretty great because, like I said, I'm a nobody. That's how Donald Trump's blog, his former blog, is performing, getting just hundreds of thousands of likes, comments, and shares. Not comments, because no comment, but hundreds of thousands of impressions. So his blog did similar to what my articles did when I used to write articles. And again, he's the former president, the most recent former president, and I'm a nobody. So that's for reference how terrible his blog did. Impressions are the combinations of like, comments, shares, etc., right? Just in case I didn't make that clear before. I say all of that to say Trump went from extremely popular to a nobody overnight with his ban from social media. These social media giants, they have the power to determine whether someone is relevant or not. And that's a problem. It also shows the importance of being able to communicate with an audience on a platform they're already on, compared to creating a platform from scratch and trying to bring new people onto that platform. Because people don't really feel like going to a new platform, even to be able to read the words from their pseudo cult leader. These social media giants are way too powerful, and they have the ability to determine the outcome of our election. That's extremely dangerous. You may be okay with it when it's done to Trump, but what happens when it's done to your favorite politician, your favorite grassroots politician who has no way otherwise to communicate with the people that they're trying to communicate with? They don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars like the corporate politicians. Their only method of communicating and reaching the masses are through social media. What happens when these social media giants decide to ban them? And don't tell me it's not something they wouldn't do. It's only unique to Trump, because social media have removed accounts for saying truthful things. I've been put in Facebook jail for saying truthful things. And they've removed some of my articles for saying truthful things. It's something that the establishment does quite often. People that reported truthfully on the Iraq war were fired. Edward Snowden is in Russia for exposing the truth about the government. So don't think that this is unique to Donald Trump and people who are conspiracy theorists. And also what happens when the conspiracy is true. For example, a conspiracy that may be true is COVID could have accidentally leaked from a lab. Now that Trump is out of office, Joe Biden is taking that possibility seriously and having it investigated. Just because someone that you don't like or agree with said it may be a possibility doesn't mean that it's untrue. And at this point, there's actually more evidence that COVID accidentally leaked from a lab than it came from a wet farm in China, whatever the initial story was. There's more evidence that accidentally leaked from a lab. So you ban those people for pushing conspiracies? It's complete nonsense. Social media giants should have no ability to determine what's true and what's false. They shouldn't be fact checkers. They're not objective whatsoever. Like, for example, when something was leaked about Hunter Biden's drug use, Twitter banned the link. What right do we have to ban the link? It's the truth. Like I said, they're not objective arbiters of the truth. They're going to allow whatever truth they feel is beneficial, that doesn't harm their bottom line. These social media giants are doing exactly what they accuse Russia of doing, and that's interfering with the elections. Or they can interfere with the elections by determining whose voice they want to be magnified. And that's not okay whatsoever. So me personally, I like not seeing Trump every single day. I don't like seeing his tweets or really anything about him. I've been done with Trump since before he even ran for president. I don't want to hear anything from him. So I like not hearing from Trump at the moment. But this is important for the broader implications. Although I don't like Trump's tweets, me personally, it's not about what I like or what you like. It's, are you okay with these social media giants, these billionaire oligarchs, determining who, pretty much picking your president? Are you okay with that? Because what happens when these social media giants, but before I go into that point, most billionaires, they like Donald Trump, and they agree with the vast majority of his policies. And Donald Trump made the billionaires much richer, so they love him. They love that. So what happens when a politician comes along that is well-spoken, doesn't tweet complete foolishness on Twitter, but they agree with all or most of the policies of Donald Trump? What happens? And they promote that guy and he eventually becomes president. Well, let me tell you the pool they have to pick from. They have the entire Republican Party, which is in agreement with Donald Trump. They always have been. So I don't know why people like to pretend Donald Trump is some terrible anomaly and act like the Republicans are okay. The Republican Party has always been the party of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just vocal about most of their beliefs. Being honest, right? So they have the entire National Republican Party to choose from, and they have many Democrats to choose from. Are you okay with them picking your president? Are you okay with that? The grassroots candidates who are actually for the people have absolutely no shot, while their preferred candidate is the one that is very likely to win because they get to determine who does what on their platform. That's wrong. It should not happen. It's complete foolishness. These social media platforms should be like public utilities. These social media platforms should be like public utilities. Couldn't speak for a second. At the end of the day, these social media giants are way too powerful, and they're doing exactly what they accused Russia of doing, and much more effectively. So that's all I gotta say for today. If you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications so you know when I post videos in the future. But I gotta leave you with one more thing before the video is over, and that's the word of the day. The word of the day for today is power. Power is spelled P-O-W-E-R. The definition of power is the capacity or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others or the course of events. So now I will attempt to use power in a sentence. These social media giants have way too much power and influence over our political process. Hopefully I use that sentence correctly. So again, if you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications so you know I post videos in the future, and use power in the comment section below in the sentence so I know you watch the video to the end. So do I have anything else to say? Oh yes, I have a Patreon account now. If you want to donate anywhere between $3 to $10 a month, it really helps my channel grow a lot. I would appreciate it. You can donate to my Patreon. My Patreon is patreon.com/keepit100dre. It's going to be linked in the description below. So I would really appreciate anything that you donate. Is going to help grow the channel much more. It's going to be put right back into the channel right now. So anything else? Oh, watch my George Floyd documentary. It's going to be on the card on the end screen when the video is over. So that's all I gotta say. I appreciate you watching the video. I'll send this. Peace.
Well, I've been stacking up. Nah, really that ain't accurate, cause I just spent my whole damn advance in the past couple months just to compensate for times we ain't have enough. Ooh.